Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Pokemon the Crown Tundra. In the last one, we actually finished off Galar's little story quest, and we also obtained one of the first of the isolation Pokemon, being Cobalion. So, in this one, we're actually going to be starting on our Reggie stories. So, in order to do all these, apparently there's something that you have to do for each one when you want to be opening their doors. Because the reason why I say that is because, I walked all the doors and they all didn't let me inside it, and they had like little mini quests attached to them. So let's start off with our first one, and also I'm going to take off this beard early because last time I wore this for the entire video, my, I left a mark on my face, so I can't wear that for too long, but I will wear it for the beginning of the episodes. I will mention that, but let's do this. Oh, something is written on the door. Walk together with the living crystal of snow. Okay, so for this one, I had a feeling that it's going to be a Pokemon that I need, and it has to be walking around with me. See how Cobalion is walking around with us? So I have a feeling it's going to be a Pokemon in this area, so something that's made out of crystals. So the only things that I do know that it could be is either it's going to be Avalugg, or it's going to be Cryogonal, which Cryogonal is literally a flying crystal, so I'm going to say it's probably going to be Cryogonal that we need for this. So let's pick up one of these real quick, since this is probably what we actually need. So, I know then technically we didn't catch the Cobalion in the last episode. All we did was we did a fight with it. And the reason why I felt like that was better that we only did the fight itself is because we really didn't have a Pokemon that's actually sent to do any of these catching quests. Because the thing is, we didn't have anything with Thunder Wave to do any kind of status moves. We barely had any Pokeballs that would help us in fights either. And we didn't even have a False Swipe Pokemon, and now we do. So, Cobalion here, or also known as Lance, is going to be helping us out with catching all the legendaries from now on. Which is definitely going to be helping us. I also put on one of the little white scarfs that increases normal damage as well. So False Swipe should do a lot more damage than it normally would. And I also, I actually did EV train this guy a little bit. I didn't do any IV training, so he's not hyper trained or anything. But he is EV trained, so I made sure that he has at least, I maxed out his attack and I maxed out his speed. Because of the fact that, I wanted to at least get this guy ready for competitive-wise if I do end up using him. So I did want to at least get him kind of like ready and set so he wouldn't have like random stats all over the place. So let's see here. But yeah, that'll also help us out with catching these Pokemon, like lowering them down a little bit. I bought a bunch of these Dust Balls, by the way. The reason why is because every time I record it's nighttime, so we actually get a better off catch rate with the Dust Balls than we do with the... Oh, that thing has sheer cold. That is terrifying. But yeah, as I was saying, the reason why I had that, the Dust Balls in general, is just because it's a better catch rate than the Ultra Balls at nighttime, so I was like, you know what, let's get these so we can just use these. I also have a couple of Heavy Balls as well, I think. Do I have a Heavy Ball? I think I do, if I were to check. Maybe I don't. Okay, I don't. I thought I was farming for those. I don't know why I thought I had one, but I did want to get those for the Reggies, but I think it's a 1% chance of getting one, actually, and I think I just mixed it up. And there we go. We got ourselves a Cryogonal. So, based on what we can tell, all we have to do now is just go up to the door, and it should let us open up the Reggie Ice, maybe? Crystallizing Pokemon, Cryogonal. When the weather gets hot, these Pokemon turn into water vapor. Cryogonal are almost never seen during the summer. Makes sense. It literally is a giant floating snowflake, so honestly, makes sense to me. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that maybe we have to have it actually walking around with us. So, let's see here. Swap the Pokemon up to the top. And then I do actually need to restore Cobalion here, since he is frozen. And that technically messes us up, but this isn't what I want him to do. So, let's see here. Where's my Lumberries? There we go. Use one of these to get rid of the frozen. And then we can also fix up his health as well, since he definitely would like to be full health for any kind of fighting that we're about to do with the Reggie Ice, or Reggie Steel. It's one of the two. I'm not entirely sure because The temples aren't very obvious. There's only one that is obvious, and that's the Regirock one. Because it's literally light brown, his temple is. So honestly, I have no clue. Let's see. Okay. Walk together with the living crystal snow. And it opened up. Okay, so it was Cryogonal. Okay, cool. Works out for me. Okay, cool. So we will at least be trying to catch these guys. Because that is part of a main storyline, so I will be trying to catch them from now on. The only one that I wasn't going to be doing is the Cobalion, because I really didn't have any Pokemon trained for that. How does this work, by the way? Do I just light them all up, or do I have to do it in a certain pattern? Seems like you just go over them. Okay. Something changed in the air. Okay. I'm guessing when we touch the statue, it's going to fight us? I'm not even sure. This is my first time doing this, so... This huge... Oh. Okay. Oh, don't walk over the ones that you already have. Okay, oops. I didn't even notice that. An icy power is emanating from the Pokemon statue. Do you want to check it out? Yes. Okay. Okay, so it is Regice then. That makes sense. This is kind of cool. I like this. Although I didn't expect it to just walk right into the fight right away. Okay. Well, the Cryogonal's not really going to help us in this fight, but we could try something. Ice Beam. Because I know that you're not going to live long enough to do a Solar Beam, and I'm just going to be honest. Do a little bit of damage. Icy Wind. We barely avoided the attack, which is actually really good. And this time we actually have animations on, so this time we're not lacking on those. Because I accidentally messed up with that last time. Okay, he's raising his, I think it's special attack and a special defense. No, just a special defense. Okay, that's not too bad. I think Uger will work with that. It's not the worst case scenario. Okay, well, hopefully he knocks out the Cryogonal. I don't want to change into Cobalion just yet. I wanted to get the Cryogonal off the field, so I didn't have to worry about taking any free damage, since my Cobalion's only attack and speed-based. So honestly, it's just better off that he doesn't get thrown right into a strong attack or anything. Because I do want to use those, what do you call them? I want to use my Thunder Wave to get it statused, so we don't have to worry about any kind of, you know, weakness clauses or anything. So it makes it easier to catch the thing since it's status now. So now we have that, and now he can't even attack us, thankfully. Okay, perfect. And then we can go for a False Swipe, which was what I want to actually do. Because the lower the health is, the better off we are. And if we can use False Swipe to our advantage, it would be really nice. And everything else we have would actually knock out this Regice, I'm just going to be honest. So, honestly, False Swipe's just nice to have in general. Okay, let's keep going. Just a couple more of these, and then we'll be perfectly fine to start throwing dust balls at this guy. And he hasn't actually been able to hit us any times here. He's literally been paralyzed every single turn. Okay, here comes the Zap Cannon, but we dodged it, thankfully. Okay, dust balls, here we go. We should easily be able to catch this thing now. Since we're in a cave, since it's nighttime, since it's also statused and it's also in red health, we literally have a big advantage here now. And even if Cobalion ends up going down, we're perfectly fine here. We don't even have to worry whatsoever. So honestly, just keep throwing dust balls until we eventually win this fight. Although, hopefully it doesn't take too long, since it could end up taking a couple dust balls, I'll be honest. Or even a couple minutes just to catch this guy, just because of the fact that he doesn't seem to want to be caught, that is. Actually, talking about the Cobalion fight, by the way, I only had to retry that fight twice, and I was able to actually get him without having anything special, which was nice. So thankfully I was able to catch Cobalion pretty easily after the episode was over, since I did say I was going to go and catch him. And as you can see, we have him right now. Oh, that was close. I actually thought we caught him there. I'm not even going to lie. I actually thought we had it. Because it lasted longer than the normal three shakes. To me, honestly. It looked a little bit longer, so I thought it was going to click. Let's see here. Please? Maybe? Nope. I always thought the catch rates would be 10 times easier here. Huh. I actually planned ahead that this would be easier to catch, and not take that long to actually catch. Huh. I hope it doesn't take that long, because, this is giving me flashbacks to Pokemon Uranium, I'm just gonna be honest. Because when I did Pokemon Uranium, the final legendary that I was doing took me an hour, even on low health, even while statused. And I was having the hardest time trying to catch the thing. So I'm going to give it 2 more Pokemon, and then we'll skip to when we actually do catch this thing, because this guy is taking quite a bit, honestly. Because, what is it, like 5 minutes of throwing dust balls on no health and probably like the highest catch rate that we can get it at? Yeah, it's unfortunate that we didn't get the heavy balls. I think this would be 10 times easier. I think we might have it here, though. Nope, never mind. I got debated. Thanks, game. Thanks indeed. Oh, it's so much better, by the way, without the beard on my face, by the way. Because, yeah, my face, there was a mark going from right here all the way to right here. All red. Right after the video. And there we go. Perfect. The one time I'm not even paying attention and I end up catching him. Seriously. Okay, well, GG. Easy. Okay, so we still got more to do. So now that we're done with Regice, let's read through his lore real quick. Regice, the iceberg Pokemon. This Pokemon's body is made out of solid ice. It's said that Regice was born beneath thick ice in the Ice Age. I could believe that, honestly. By the way, this thing's as tall as I am. Like, literally. Literally as tall as I am. That's kind of terrifying. I'm just gonna be honest. A giant piece of ice that's the size of me. Ooh, here we go. Anything new here? This is the Regice one. Okay, sunken in the sides of slide slope lies the temple where giant of ice sleeps. On the temple's door are strange words. Walk together with a living crystal of snow. When I took out a Cryogonal from its Pokeball and had it walk with me, the door opened and I found Regice. Okay, let's read through the next one we're going to be doing. We can't go to this one. I am 100% that we need all 3 in order to open this one. I'm going to be honest. And apparently, I know about the Regigigas. Apparently, you need every single Regi. And I'm also talking about Regieleki and Regidraco. So you need all 5 of them. And then there's a legendary den. And if you bring all 5 of them to this legendary den, apparently he attacks you. And you can fight off with Regigigas. But that's all I know about that one. Let's see here. I know where this one is. So Regiseal's all the way at the beginning, so we should do this one. Far, far into the giant's bed lies a temple where the giant of stone sleeps. On the temple's door are strange words. Let the Mon hang change 1. The door remains firmly shut. Okay. Well, let's make our way there. Oh, Peony's actually calling us. So there's some story to the Regis after you catch them. Oi, oi, Peony here. Enjoying your adventures. Come on, come again. You've gone and met the ice giant at Regice. Haha, smashing work, Chief. Now crack on with those other giants. Keep up the great work. Okay, Peony, as long as you're not completely being possessed by a Calyrex anymore, perfect. Ooh, I really like that. I really like that you walk around with your Pokemon and just seeing a giant Regice just follow along behind you is actually really cool. Okay, I actually really like that. I know I keep saying how cool that feature is, but it's just honest. I wish that was in the base game, because honestly, they could have easily just thrown it into the base game now at this point. If they could throw it into the Isle of Armor, why not just throw it into the rest of the game? It would honestly make it even more fun, honestly, in my opinion. Because you get to actually see your Pokemon. Say like you had a shiny as well, so you can actually take into the fact that you do have a shiny, and it's not just a trophy you use in battles, but something that actually traverses the game with you. That actually sounds really cool. So I think I know where this is, by the way. So I know I said that in the last one, I think I know where I'm going, and I actually do know where I'm going this time. Because I did walk around to figure out where all the temples are, just so I have them on my map. And they're actually really easy, and actually when you walk up to them, and click on the door, you can actually teleport to them. But for story's sake, I'm actually going to drive all the way there on my little bike here, so you can see where I'm actually going to when it comes to these places, and how you would even find them normally. Because I could just fly there and just be like, okay, we're there. But I want to have you guys be able to kind of see where I'm going. So this one, if I remember when I clicked on the door earlier, it said something about a never-changing stone. The only things I can think about is maybe the never melt ice, but that's ice. But other than that, I have no clue, but I'm pretty sure it's an item. Oh, something is written on the door. Let the first Pokemon hold a never-changing stone. Okay. Well, let's look through our items and we'll be able to probably find something, right? Okay, I'm gonna guess it's probably in the other items section. So something that doesn't change. There's only so many stones and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a common item. Let's see here. So far, nothing. I'm slowly going through, just so I don't accidentally go over anything. Okay, so it's none of these items, so it's gotta be in my favorites then. That means, because there's only so many items. Honestly, I feel like this could be the item. The Everstone makes it so your Pokemon can't evolve, so honestly, technically it's a never-changing stone. It would make sense. And also, based on the name of the Everstone, it makes it sound like it never changes, so let's go with that. Let's swap on the Everstone onto our Regice, and let's click the door. I think that should be the answer. Oh, something is written on the door. Let the first Pokemon hold the never-changing stone. And it was indeed the Everstone. Perfect. Okay, perfect. And I did not mean to click the Versus station. I'm still getting used to this controller. This controller is really cool, but the thing is, it's still, I'm so used to the other one that I'm still getting used to all the buttons and everything. Let's see here. We do need to do one thing, though. We actually need to revive, our poor Cobalion, since he is going to be the one that we're using for these fights. Oh! Wait, I didn't know the Revival Herb fully restores her Pokemon. Oh. Why have I never used that? I've had so many chances to use one of those, and I never used it. Okay, well, thanks, game. That's definitely actually really helpful. Okay, let's see here. Let's turn on Regirock, though. Also, how do I keep missing this? I'm barely walking past these, and I somehow barely miss the circle. Okay, there we go. And then just 2 more. There we go. And now we can fight off with Regirock. And let's not walk on top of one of them this time, because it actually turns off the statue. And let's do a nice save, and let's go on to the Regirock fight, since we do need to fight off with him now. And then the next one's going to end up being Registeel then. Actually, I should probably read through that. A rocky power is emanating from the Pokemon statue. Do you want to check it out? Yes. Okay. Well, here comes Regirock. This one shouldn't be too hard. Just like Regice, it should be a lot easier. Regice is probably going to be the stronger, based on what I remember. I remember Regice being stronger than the other two. The other two were tankier, that's for sure. But yeah, let's go for the Thunder Wave first, since we always want to go with that first. So Thunder Wave's always good. Now he's paralyzed, which is actually really good. Okay, cool. Now he's going to go for Stone Edge, which we should actually be super resistant to. I think that's a 4 times resistant due to the fact that we're Steel type, and we're also Fighting type. So Regirock is actually going to be the easiest one out of these guys. Although our False Swipe does no damage, and that's a 2 times damage right there. Ouch. Okay, this could actually be, actually a harder fight than I thought it would be, because we can't go for any other attack on Cobalion. The reason why is because I'm pretty sure it will knock out this guy in like 1 shot, and I'm not even joking on that. I did save before this fight, right? So even if I do knock him out, I can always try again. So let's see here. Let's go Iron Head. I want to see if we can even hit him with anything else. Yeah, we can. Okay, perfect. That's not that bad. He's going for another Stone Edge, which is fine. We don't need to worry about that. The only thing we need to worry about is the hammer arm. That thing definitely did hurt. I don't think we should go for another Iron Head, but it could be good. He does have the defense raise, so you know what? Let's go for another one. I feel like we're not going to crit on accident. Okay, cool. Okay. False Swipe. I want to drop it down to 1 HP. I want to make sure he's as low as possible, and then we're going to throw Pokeballs at it. Okay, down goes to Cobalion, which is fine. I don't have to worry whatsoever, since Cobalion's only here to make it so we can actually catch these guys, and have a more of a fair fight against them. And honestly, he's probably going to end up staying on the team just because of that, because this is all about catching legendary Pokemon, so honestly, it seems like a good idea. I also EV trained my Megamind here, by the way, so he's a little bit stronger than he normally would be, and I believe his other ability, Chilling Neigh, actually just increases Ice-type damage, which is actually pretty cool. It's not the, it's not like the most extravagant ability, but that's literally what the Regieleki and Regidraco's abilities are, so honestly, it's pretty cool just to have. It's literally just like adding a, either like a choice band or a choice specs to the Pokemon whatsoever. It's actually really cool. So honestly, it's probably one of my, it's not like a bad ability whatsoever. But yeah, let's just keep throwing dust balls. We'll eventually get this guy. Since it shouldn't be too hard to catch this guy now that he's this low. We saw how fast we caught the Regice after, like, what was it, 10 dust balls, and we have like 300? So honestly, it wasn't even that bad. Oh, I forgot I had Rocky helmets. Oh. Okay then, oops. I completely forgot that I threw Rocky Helmet on the thing because of the fact that, it's a tanky Pokemon, and I felt like I could use it to my advantage. I'll be right back, unless I can just revive him right here. I probably can, honestly. But we are going to skip to near the end of the fight, though. Okay, so you can just keep doing it until you actually get him. Oh yeah, that's not bad. That's actually really nice. But I'll be right back. I'm going to go in, get to the point where we, like, have them nice and low again, and I'll be right back. So BRB, boys and girls, I'll be right back. Okay, we finally got him back to red health. Okay, that took way too long. Okay, so what had happened in between is I kept accidentally knocking the poor thing out every single time, and it was completely on accident. It was because, the damage rolls, when you actually use your attacks, are not always going to be the same. And although he would live in the green HP, I would not end up knocking him out with a second attack with the same attack, thinking that it would lead it to red HP. So hopefully we got him here, and perfect. Literally right when I cut back in, we actually catch him. I just got him to red HP after like 10 minutes, because I knocked him out like 5 times in a row, I'll be honest. Oops. But there we go. The Rock Peak Pokemon. 5'7", so this thing's shorter than me. Good. The other thing is tall enough. 500 pounds. Cutting-edge technology was used to sturdy the internals of this Pokemon's rock body, but nothing was found, not even a brain or a heart. Yeah, the Regis are weird, aren't they? Definitely cool Pokemon, though. Definitely will say that. Can we end up throwing these guys into our party for a little bit because of the fact that we're going to need them later anyways? I don't think Mira's going to help us out for this storyline, so let's throw this guy in, I guess. It'll help us out, I think. Okay, there we go. We got ourselves a Regirock. Let's see here. Far, far into the giant's bed lies a temple where the giant of stone sleeps. On the temple's door are strange words. Let the first Pokemon hold a never-changing stone. When I gave my Pokemon an Everstone to hold, the door opened and I found Regirock. Okay, now for the final one, and then we can go to the actual final one. So, let's see here. Registeel. Near the green meets snow, in the giant's bed lies a temple where the giant of steel sleeps. On the temple's door are strange words. Let out. Note. Walk. Giant steel. The door remains firmly shut. Okay. And this one's actually really easy to find. It's literally right outside the village. Okay, let's see what Peony wants from us. Oi, it's me, Peony. You looking out for yourself out there, Chief? Come again, you meant the rock giant Regirock? Haha, smash the job, Chief. Now, time to keep looking into the other giants. Keep up the good work. Okay, we got that, Peony. Okay, let's make our way back to the village then. Since it is right outside of it, and it saves us some time if we actually go back to the village. And it's actually easier to show you where to go for this one if we come back here. And also, we want to come back here anyways, so we can get a nice heal in, because we technically need to restore our Pokemon. By the way, did you guys actually notice my little get-up that I was able to find? I ended up finding that there was some new clothes in the game, and I found out that we can actually get a really nice design going since we're dressed up as Santa, and we actually have some nice kind of Christmassy themed clothes to work with. So I ended up finding out you can make this. You can also make the Joker, apparently, which is actually kind of cool, because I saw a bunch of purple clothes and a lot of clothes that you can use for being the Joker, and you also got the hairstyles as well that you can use in this game as well. So it's actually pretty cool. But let's make our way back down here, since it is over here. So if you leave here and then go to the Giant's Bed, it's literally right on the right as soon as you leave town. So now we're over at the next and technically final of the regular Reggies. So let's see here. Oh, something is written on the door. Ring the piercing note that will wake the Giant of Steel. The piercing note. Okay. There's no way it's going to be an item. It could be a Pokemon it's called. But there is something that I would always do in between episodes. In the beginning when we did the series, I would go like this. And then just play around with the controls. And I ended up finding out that you can actually do this to call Pokemon over to you. And I was right. It was worth a shot, honestly. I had to at least big brain one of these puzzles if I could. So let's see here. Iron Ruins. Let's just turn on all of these. And we can go mess up the Registeel. So, I don't know if we can use any of our Iron Heads or anything on this guy, but I was able to use Sacred Sword on this guy, so we might be able to kinda mess with this guy a little bit without having to completely worry about its HP. A steely power is emanating from the Pokemon statue. Do you want to check it out? Yes. I definitely do. Okay. That's a weird cry from a Pokemon. It doesn't even sound like what it sounds like when I hear that Pokemon's cry, I'll be honest. Okay. So Registeel. He's definitely a tankier one. I know we can use Thunder Wave on this thing, so we don't have to worry about it being resistant to it where it won't even work. So even though it's a Steel type, you would think that Steel types would be resistant to Electric types in general. But it's only ground types for some reason, and it's 100% due to the fact that you can ground electric currents when, say, like, you get zapped by lightning or something and you're touching, like, a wooden block. You can kind of save yourself from kind of dying a little bit. Although you'll still get zapped by lightning and probably take a big hit to yourself in general. It will kind of lessen the blow of the lightning that smacked you, or in general, any type of, like, electrical shock or whatever. As long as you ground it, you don't have to worry. And I also took off the, heavy, not the heavy thing, I took off the Rocky Helmet from our Calyrex and Glacier because of the fact that I know that it was actually messing us up. Oh, I actually thought we caught that first try there, actually. That was actually kind of cool. But, yeah, I ended up taking that off because, yeah, last time when we were trying to catch Regice, yeah, yeah, it did not help, so, or not Regice, Registeel, or, I'm sorry, I just got off of playing Among Us with friends and stuff, so, my brain's just kind of melted because we were trying out the, a new feature in it where it takes off the, what do you call it? It takes off voting, so it's anonymous voting, but it also adds the fact that you don't know what's going on with the taskbars anymore. So literally you had to, like, completely put all your brain into kind of thinking, did they do this task or not? And you had to count down and everything. It was kind of draining, I'll be honest, so if I say something stupid, that's probably why, and I'll just be honest. My brain completely just died on me. I wasn't even able to figure out any of the killers during those games, and honestly, I just felt like I was just a third imposter at that point, because I literally couldn't think of anything. I had no information, nothing. Usually I use the taskbars to kind of figure out what's going on, and kind of understand who's the good guys and who I should stay away from, and just in general. Because I'm pretty good at the taskbars management and stuff like that. But yeah, I had no idea who I can even stay with, or who I can trust or anything, so it was very hard to play. But hopefully now we can get our Registeel and we can actually go and see which... I don't know if the Regieleki and Regidraco thing are going to be choice or not. I was saying that because of the fact that the temple has both of them attached to it, but I honestly don't know. For all I know, you get it with the game that you pick, so I have no clue if we're gonna only get one of them because of the game we're playing, or if we actually do choose it, or if we actually can get both. So honestly, it would be nice to get both of them if the game will allow it, but I highly doubt it because of the fact that we have Glacier and its counterpart, because that was actually a choice, and which was kind of unfortunate, and I don't have the other one, so technically I can't even go out and get that until I actually either get the other DLC for Sword, because I'm playing on my Shield version, which was the first one I played through, and then we did Sword for you guys. So yeah, literally, I still need to get the Sword DLC. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but I do hope that it will be nicer and it will let us get both of them so we can do the Regigigas thing, because that sounds kind of fun. Because I do want to kind of check that out, since it does have its own special raid den, apparently. You can't even throw a piece into it, apparently, is what I was reading. So I would like to definitely try that out. And there we go, we got ourselves a Registeel. Okay, and because of what I've been thinking of, I think we need all three, so let's definitely have all three of them when we go to the final dungeon. Iron Pokemon, Registeel. 6'3", holy crap, that thing's tall. It's rumored that this Pokemon was born deep underground in the planet's mantle and that it emerged onto the surface 10,000 years ago. Wow, that thing's old. Okay, well, we definitely, and also, excuse me, if you heard that. I did not mean to do that, but let's see here. What Pokemon can we get rid of? I don't think we, let's take Trix off, because Trix is more based on fighting. I won't take the Expert Belt off, because we will still kind of need that. But let's see here. We jotted down Legendary Clue 2. Far, oh wait, it's this one. Near where the green meets snow, in the Giant's Bed lies a temple where the Giant of Steel sleeps. On the temple's door are strange words. Let ring out the piercing note that will wake the Giants of Steel. When I whistled before the door, it opened, and I found Registeel. Okay, the final one. On the distant pass of the 3-Point Pass lies a temple where 2 giants sleep. On the temple's door are strange words. When 3 door all be opened, the door remains firmly shut. Okay, and here comes Peony again. Oi, Peony here. Haven't hurt yourself or anything, have you? Come again, you gone and met the steel giant Registeel? Haha, smashing work, Chief. Now, take that energy and go catch the others. Keep up the great work. Will do. We got either 2 or 1 more to get. So, let's make our way over to the kind of converging temple that's going on over in the 3-Point Pass. So, in order to get to the 3-Point Pass, it's actually a little bit special. We did mess up in the last one because I accidentally went the wrong way last time, but I will show you how you get there. So we need to go down, though. We need to be on this, on the bottom half of the map in order to get there, so we're going to make sure that we're over there first. Oh, hey, Virizion, so we know where that is now. I didn't even know that was there, I'm going to be completely honest. I haven't even went searching for the Terrakion or Virizion yet, and apparently Virizion's right there, so I'm guessing that's probably the one we're going to be doing then. If, since we know where that one is now. I don't know where Terrakion is, I'll be honest. For all I know, he's probably in one of the caves, and that would make sense, because of the fact that's where you find him in, the game where he comes from. So it will be definitely nice to get that in the near future. So let's see here. Oh, no, I made a wrong turn right here. There we go. Okay. I made one small turn. I did that last time. So this time we'll actually do it right. There we go. This takes us to the Giant's Foot, which is actually where we want to be. Okay, now we just need to make it through here without running into 50 Pokemon, because, yeah, the grass in this area is actually really hard to dodge, and I'll be honest. I'm gonna be honest here. The Pokemon that are spawning in this grass are huge. I'm gonna get off the bike because it's way too easy to run into something on the bike. So I'm gonna try and make my way around them as much as I can. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, and now we just need to make our way into the actual cave itself. There's a Basculin. Always nice to see Basculin every now and again, and a Barboak. I like Barboak more than Basculin, though, I'll be honest. When it comes to the fish Pokemon, I think Barboak's like one of my more favorites because of the fact that I just like Whiscash in general. I like the design of it, and I think it's because of Mystery Dungeon why I'm so fond of that Pokemon in general. Just because I have so many fond memories of Mystery Dungeon games in general. Okay, here we go. I think this is where we want to be. If I'm right, this should lead to where we're trying to go. Yep, here we go. Okay, perfect. So if we go over here, and go over the water here, we can see some little ice cubes floating in the water, and we can also see some Avalugs floating as well if we run into one, that is. No Avalugs today. Well, it's always fine. Okay, let's make our way over to this little temple over here, since I do know it's over here, since we did run into it last episode. And here we go. The 3-point pass temple here. Ooh, there's an item here. How did I miss this? Thunder. Ooh, nice. What's it, is there another one on the other side? Oh, there is. Ooh. Huh, that's kind of cool. So you can get Thunder, which is a really strong lightning attack, and you can also get a really strong dragon attack on the right side of that. It's actually really nice. Okay, so let's see what this does. There's something written on the door. A giant of rock, a giant of ice, a giant of steel. When gathered the 3 giants, the door of destiny shall be opened. And there we go. Into the final temple we go. And I guess we'll be figuring out how this works. Okay. I'm noticing symbols on the outside, so... Okay. So we need to remember those symbols. Let's see here. It looks... Does it say how many times we can use this? Or is it like a one-time thing, like which one you choose? The huge Pokemon statue is looking down at you. Okay, it doesn't say anything. Well, I do know the Regieleki is in the shape of an X, but if I had to choose, if it is a choice, I kind of want to get Regidrago. So let's see how. I think his is like this in like a Y shape, or kind of like a Y, and then straight down. I think like this. No, did I get it wrong, or am I missing one? Let's see here. Maybe this one's missing. Nope. Not that one. Is it all of them? Let's try all of them. See what happens. Okay, it doesn't. Okay, so it is not that. Let's look outside. I need to kind of have another look at the temple on the outside, because it does show the symbols that are on their heads. Okay. Oh, that is weird. It isn't a Y, it's a... Wow, that is weird looking. Okay. I thought it was a Y. Okay, I was completely wrong there. Okay. It's more like this. So like this. Kind of like that. And then this. And then straight down the middle like that. Oh, I missed one, but it still works. Okay, perfect. Oh, that is a weird symbol. I thought it was straight down the middle there, but it's like an arrow and then a W mixed together. That is a strange symbol pattern for a Reggie. Huh. That's kind of cool though. I like that. Something changed in the air. I'm guessing we definitely have the Regidrago one working. So that's actually good, because that's the one that I would like to do first, if we can get both of them. A Draconic's power is emanating from the Pokemon statue. Do you want to check it out? Yes. And it looks like once you check this, you won't be able to reset the switches on the floor. Are you sure you want to set the switches to the dragon pattern? Yes. Regidrago is the one that I want, so... if we have to choose between both, honestly, give me Regidrago. Because, although I really like Regieleki's form, I like the fact that the tendrils are all, like, separate as well, which I didn't know before. I thought they were, like, one piece. The Regieleki is actually, like, it's got its tendrils, and it's using, its tendrils to, like, charge up electricity in between them to make it look like it's just an arm. But when it's actually not charging it, it's actually multiple different tendrils on both arms. And it's actually really cool. That's actually one of my favorite things about that Pokemon. I do know one thing about Regidrago, though. So how Regidrago works is that, the Pokemon... does more damage based on the HP that it has left. So yeah, this thing's gonna be very scary as long as it doesn't have, as long as it has full HP. So let's lower its HP a little bit right away, so we don't have to worry about it using its special ability, because it does have its own special ability that lets it do as much damage as it ever wants to do. Okay, so I do know what that does. So that's gonna make its next attack 100% chance of hitting us. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about knocking this thing out. Okay, here it goes, Dragon Energy. Here's the ability I was talking about. So this thing does the, more damage based on how much HP it still has. And it was a critical as well. Oof, that could have been really bad if we didn't drop him at all. Okay, let's keep false swiping him, lower him as much as we can. And also his hammer arm, which is technically, dangerous, but I think we'll be fine. Now that he's in the red, we can actually start throwing stuff at him. Oh, I didn't even notice he's actually floating. How did I not even notice that? That's actually kind of cool. But also I did notice one other thing. He's actually shorter than the other Reggies. Is that the same thing with the Regieleki? Huh. Usually they're like 5 foot tall, but that thing is like maybe 3 foot? About. Let's see here. Let's do Megamind, since Megamind is a lot more tankier. And I think that thing's physical based, I think. Even though it looks like it's using special attacks. I think we'll be fine with this, since Megamind here or Calyrex Glacier are definitely really tanky in this form. So I'm definitely going to be fine here. As long as we keep throwing dust balls, we should be perfectly fine here, and we don't have to worry about anything. Let's see, do we got him? One more, and there we go, perfect. We didn't even have to do any kind of skips after that. That was actually perfect. Regirock was the only one we ever had to skip on, because we had to go back to the fight entirely and get him nice and low again. So there we go, Regidrago data has been added to the Pokédex. The Dragon Orb Pokemon. 6'11", really? That thing is not 6'11". Unless you're talking about the giant dragon head on its arm, maybe making it 6 foot tall, but there's no way that thing's taller than Registeel. Its body is composed of crystallized dragon energy. Regidrago is said to have powers of every dragon Pokemon. Oh, that's cool. Well, welcome to the team, buddy. Just in case I'm gonna throw him onto my party, though. Let's just get rid of Hermie for now. We'll see him again very soon. We'll see him in the next episode 100%, but I just want to have all the Reggies on my team for a bit. You jotted down the current status of Legendary Clue 2. Okay, let's see what the final one says. On the distant paths of the 3-point pass lies a temple where 2 giants sleep. On the temple's door are strange words. It's not even spelled right. When you gather the three giants, the door of destiny shall be opened. When the giants of stone, ice, and steel gathered, the door opened, and I chose a giant. Oh, it doesn't even say which one I chose. Better report back to Chief Peony. And we are done with Legendary Clue 2. That is it, then. That was easy. Not bad at all. Let's look at all the Reggies real quick. So that's Registeel. We've already seen Regice. So let's walk around with Regirock and Regidrago real quick. Because I do want to kind of check them out, since we haven't got to really see them walk around. Ooh, can Regirock run? Ooh, he can. That's terrifying. Seeing them run at you is even worse. Okay, so let's test this Regidrago out. There's no way he's taller, right? I think the flying makes him look taller. Yeah, it's definitely him flying. There is no way he's taller. Like, look at this. Like, yeah, he's flying, but then that would make him 6 foot tall. But he's literally 2 feet off the ground. He's like 4'11" at least. Come on. There's no way. Okay, well that's cool. I like that, but sadly we can't get the Regieleki. That would have been nice. But let's make our way back to Chief Peony and tell him how we did. Since now we have all 4 of the Reggies that we can collect, since we can't get Regieleki now. Oi, Chief, how goes the adventure and anything to report? We have the legendary giants to report. Regirock. Wait, you really caught Regirock from the legends? That's ultra mega brilliant, report away. You're saying the great craggy thing's Regirock, the rock giant. Is it just me, or does it bear a striking resemblance to our grass-type gym leader? Look at those broad, burly shoulders. This fella and Milo are proper pair of boulders. True, Milo is huge. Well, it's rocky and giant enough. I suppose let's call the expedition successful. Got anything else legendary you want to talk about? Yes, we do. We have more of the legendaries. Regice. Wait, you really caught the, Regice from the legends? That's ultra mega brilliant, report away. You're saying this great frozen stiff thing's Regice, the rice giant. Is it just me, or does it look like it make one of the ultra mega dazzling chandeliers? Wish I could, light it up and show it to Nia. That aside, look how massive the mighty it is. Gives me the chills just looking at it. I don't mind saying it. Well, it's icy and gianty. I'll give you that. Let's consider the expedition complete. Got anything else? Yes, we do. Since he's gonna say the same thing anyways, so, you caught Reggie Steel. From the legends, ultra mega brilliant, report away. You're saying this, great smooth thing's Reggie Steel, the steel giant. Is it just me, or does the top half look a bit like a massive bowling ball? It kinda does, actually. Look at that blank, inscrutable mug. Though, you can't guess what's going on through its head. Well, it's steely and gianty enough, I suppose. Let's call this expedition well done. Got anything else? Yes, we do. We have one more. We have Reggie Drago. Wait, you really caught Reggie Drago? You're saying this great jagged thing's Reggie Drago, the giant dragon giant. Is it just me, or does it look like it pack a really strong punch? It's a bit like a massive clothespin, isn't it? I'd better not go provoking it. Doubt it'd have a bit of trouble opening it wide and snapping me up. I suppose I'd say that's a dragony giant. May as well call this expedition a success. Looks like you've reported all there is to report on Legendary Clue 2, the Legendary Giants. Smash and I'll mark this expedition as done. Cool, thank you, Peony. And there we go, we're all done with the Legendary Giants. Only one more expedition to do for the main story, and then we have the, what seems to be the, what do you call it? The Ultra Beasts. Okay, so we're all done here, so we have no more there. And let's go make our way over to Verizion now, since we do know where that is now, so let's just make our way over there, since that's definitely an easy thing to do. So, let's go and make our way over to her. Honestly, if I had to choose what Verizion definitely could be, because all the legendary Pokemon don't have genders, for the most part, but Verizion literally looks like it could be a female-gendered Pokemon, just based on the design they gave it. They definitely made it more feminine than all the other Pokemon, which isn't a bad thing. Honestly, I really do like all the designs of the legendary swordsmans. And I accidentally ran into a Bronzong on accident. Hey, buddy, I did not want to fight you whatsoever, so, can you let me walk by? Actually, you know what? Oh wait, no. Actually, our ability will do 0 damage. Never mind. I was actually going to try something else, but, yeah, that probably wouldn't work. Okay, let's see here. Here we go. Here's Verizion. So let's see here. We definitely need to revive our poor defenseless Lance, since he is kind of knocked out. And there we go. Okay, perfect. I think we're good on moves and everything. I don't think we need anything there. But we do want to say, because I don't know what happens when you knock it out. I don't know if we can come back to this location like the Reggies. So let's definitely be careful with this one. Okay, let's make our way and hopefully try and catch Verizion here. This shouldn't be too hard, since we do have a... This one's definitely stronger than Verizion is. Verizion is strong, but not as strong as Cobalion. Cobalion and Keldeo are the strongest, I believe, out of the 4 legendaries. But I think Verizion's more of the special defense, I think, if I remember correctly. Although they are going to do super effective damage to each other, no matter what, due to the fact that, well, for her to Cobalion at least, because Cobalion is Steel-type, so he would definitely take damage no matter what, since all of them are fighting types. Keldeo is water fighting, Verizion's grass fighting, Drakion is rock fighting, and then Cobalion here is steel fighting. So honestly, it's honestly what's going to happen no matter what. So let's see here. Let's see here. What would be the best thing to do here? False Swipe? I don't know how much damage we do here, so It's honestly a best case scenario. Oh, we have to worry about frost. Oh no, that's actually really bad. Okay, so we're gonna have to start throwing Pokeballs early because of the fact that it is hailing. And Virizion might get knocked out due to hail if we're not careful. So now that it's in the yellow health now, I'm gonna start throwing Pokeballs because I do not need it knocking out to hail. Because, yeah, hail is annoying, I'll be honest. It definitely is a thing that can definitely mess up our run here. If we want to catch this in one go and not have to catch back up and teleport all the way back to where we were by going back to my save file and doing a nice skip until we get there again. So yeah, it'd be nice if we don't knock out Virizion right here on accident. Let's go into Megamind. I don't know if I have any Pokemon that can change the weather, so honestly I can't do anything here. So the only thing I can do is just throw Pokeballs and hopefully catch the thing, because it would be nice if it happens, but it's always a possibility that it will end up going down to hail. So let's just keep throwing Dust Balls and hopefully this works. And there we go, perfect. And we didn't even have to do a skip. And this time we finally got to catch the Legendary Swordsman in the video because, yeah, Cobalion I kinda messed up with that one. I didn't think that I would have to worry about not having a Pokemon that would help me catch Pokemon. I thought we were going to be fighting more often than straight up catching legendaries the entire time, so yeah, I didn't even think about that. So there we go, Virizion's data will be added to the Pokedex. The Grassland Pokemon. It darts around opponents with a flurry of quick movements, slicing them up with its horns. Really? I don't see that, but if you say so. Well, send Virizion back to the box, and since we have some time, because of the fact that we didn't read through Cobalion's story, I should probably do that real quick. Oop, we're in the wrong one. Okay, it should be near the bottom, I would think. Yeah, here we go. And technically I have a Terrakion, by the way. This is one that I transferred over from Pokemon Home. So we can technically read this real quick. In Unnovan legend, Terrakion battled against humans in an effort to protect other Pokemon. Okay, cool. And then I also have the original birds as well. This is from Pokemon Let's Go, if you're wondering. Specifically Pikachu Let's Go. But let's read through the original legendary birds, since we are going to be getting the other ones. The Freeze Pokemon. This Pokemon can control ice at will. Articuno is said to live in snowy mountains riddled with permafrost. Zapdos, the electric Pokemon. Zapdos is a legendary bird Pokemon, and said that when Zapdos rubs its feathers together, lightning will fall immediately after. Moltres, the flame Pokemon. There are stories of this Pokemon using its radiant flame-cloaked wings to light up paths for those lost in the mountains. Okay, and we also have stories for Glacier and Calyrex, since these didn't pop up on screen. Glacier has tremendous physical strength, and the mask of an ice covering its face is 100 times harder than Diamond. And then we have regular Calyrex as well, the king Pokemon. Calyrex is known in legends as the king that ruled over Galar in ancient times, and has the power to cause hearts to mend, and plants spring forth. Cool. Definitely cool. I don't think there's anything else we need to read through, but definitely cool little bits of lore. I do definitely like all that. But with that, we're going to be ending off today's episode, and we are completely done with the Reggies. The only thing we have left to do is, for all I know, the legendary birds. And based on what I was hearing with the legendary birds, we might be doing a couple skips. Because apparently they're going to be separated in 3 different locations. One's going to be in the Isle of Armor, based on what I was told. One's going to be here. And one's going to be in the original wild area. So yeah, we're going to be chasing down the legendary birds in the next one. So, thank you all for watching today's episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And in the next one, we're going to be doing all 3 legendary birds, and we're going to be doing Terrakion. And after that, we have some other stuff that we still need to do, because apparently there's another legendary clue of some sort that you get after all of them for the Ultra Beasts. And then we'll be doing Keldeo right after that. So, thank you all for watching today's episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Keep being spooky, boys and girls, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Santa Spooks, signing off. See you all in the next one. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.